APC faction of the House of Assembly has called on relevant financial institutions not to grant the 1.5 billion naira loan approved by the PDP faction of the State Assembly to the state government. The call was made at the instance of matters of urgent public importance raised by the Deputy Speaker of the House, Emmanuel Agbaje, who described the activities of the 7 PDP members of the State Assembly as illegal. Mr. Agbaje stated that the approval of the loan wasn't in the best interest of the state, as it is meant, in his words, to fund the upcoming election in the state. While the member representing Oredo West in the Assembly, Chris Okaben, who supported the motion, criticized Governor Godwin Obaseki for allegedly, and I quote, annexing the State Assembly. Upon adoption of the resolution, the factional speaker, Victor Edoro, directed that clean copies be sent to the governor as well as the Attorney General of the Federation, the Director General Debt Management Office, as well as all anti-graft agencies for necessary action. The speaker, who cautioned 7 other members of the PDP faction to desist from holding plenaries, announced the termination of appointment of the clerk of the Assembly, Yaya Omogbai, for allegedly aiding members of the PDP faction to hold plenaries.
This assembly is the proper House of Assembly of Edo State. And anything done outside this House of Assembly is null and void. For 7 members to constitute themselves into a House of Assembly, hiding the activities in government house and purporting to grant approval for procurement of loans is not only detrimental to the economic well-being of the people of Edo State, it constitutes gross illegality, it is fraudulent, and it is condemnable.
This loan, my good people in Oredo local government, not just our 2 constituencies, men and women, indigents of this state, business owners that vehemently oppose to the borrowing of this 1.5 billion, as it does not serve the interest of the Edo people. Now we can clearly see, like the Deputy Speaker has said, the reason why the governor and his team does not want the legislature to function.
I will use this opportunity, which is very ample, to warn those 7 members who are sitting in government house, somewhere in government house, in the name of legislating for this state. It is illegal. It should be stopped.